Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about acceptance. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the most important thing that you have to accept. The most important thing that you have to accept is yourself. You have to accept yourself for who you are. Like, you have to accept that. Like, you have to. You're not going to be able to happily live your life if you're too worried about trying to change the things that you can't change about yourself. Like, that's who you are. Accept it and be like, yes, it's me. Let's get on with life. Like, let's not get on, let's live our life. Like, you have to accept yourself. Like, there's no good that comes out of trying to fight who you are. There no good in that. There's no good. There are things that you can change about yourself, but there are also things that make you who you are. And it's just who you are, and that's fine. Like, just be like, okay, that's who I am. And like, let's come on with it. You have to accept who you are, but you can change how you are. Have control. You have to accept the fact that you don't have control over a lot of things. Like, you have some control, yes, but you have to accept the things that are completely out of your control. Like, you have to accept that they're not in your control, and you have to accept what it is, like what it is for what it is, like the outcome, you know, whatever happens, you know, it was out of your control. It's not your fault. You can't change that. It was out of your control. And you have to accept, you have to let go of that need to control everything in your life, because baby, you don't have control over everything, and you have to accept that and be okay with it, because it's okay. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Along with accepting the things that you can't change, accept change in general. You have to accept change. Like, things are constantly changing. I know some people like to have like a certain, like, things have to be like throughout their day. Accept that things are gonna change, you know. Things are constantly changing. You're constantly changing. Like, change is natural. It's gonna happen, and you know, you either get lost, you know, either, you know, you're gonna be stuck in what was, or you're gonna go with the flow and get with it. You just have to accept the things that have happened that might be hard to deal with, that you're, you know, trying to be in denial about, or, you know, some things didn't go the way you wanted to, and instead of like being like, okay, that's what happened, damn, that's what happened, you should be like, that's what happened, okay. Like, you have to accept that it happened. There's no taking it back. Like, there's no changing what happened, but you can change how you feel about what happened. Along with having to accept things that have happened, you have to accept the fact that there is a very good possibility that you will not get any closure, like any kind of closure from said situation. Closure, you have to give yourself closure yourself. You can't look to other people to give you closure with situations. Like with closure, are you looking for them to tell you what you want to hear? Are you looking for them to like just kind of solidify what you already knew? Like, I just kind of feel like the point of closure is so that you can feel better. And my thing is, if you get that, great. Like if they give you that, great. But like if you're just kind of sitting and dwelling on the fact that like I need them to give me this closure, pause. You don't need them to give you anything, nothing. You don't need them. You just need yourself. You gotta give yourself closure, like, and you do that by accepting that whatever situation, whatever happened, you, depending on what it is, you know, you forgive for yourself. You don't forgive for them. You forgive so that you feel better, so that you can have that closure, so that you're not holding on to that, so that you can move on. You know, you have to give yourself closure. Don't go looking for that from them. No. Yourself. Another big thing, I'm gonna start it with something big and end it with something big. I feel like another really big thing that you have to accept is reality. There are good things in the world. Good things are gonna happen. Good people are gonna come into your life. Good shit is gonna happen. Good shit will happen for you. Just let it come. And you have to be open to it. You have to change that mindset that, oh, everything is all bad all the time. You gotta change that mindset. Now on the flip side, bad shit will happen too. There are bad things in the world. Bad things, bad people, just bad situations are gonna happen, and you have to accept that too. You can't turn a blind eye and act like everything is just all peaches and cream all the time. Like, no, you have to accept both. That's reality. The good and the bad. You have to accept that both things are gonna happen, so that you're not living in this fantasy world. If you think, oh, it's all good things all the time, you're not living in this kind of like bubble that, you know, is bound to burst when something bad happens. So when it's bad, it's just all bad, and you're like, what is this? Okay, but when you accept that bad things are gonna happen, it's like, so you don't have to be like, have it in the back of your mind all the time. Just know, just have it in your mind. Just know that it'll happen. So then when something bad happens, you're like, damn, that happened, and I have to deal with it. You're not so like, oh my God, you know, and it's just like the worst thing in the world, you know. It's not like you're prepared for it. You're like, yeah, bad shit. And then you gotta remember, you gotta deal with that, and remember there's also good too. The good and the bad. You gotta accept both. You know, and then you also have to accept that a bad situation might not always, in the end, turn out to be so bad. Like, it might seem like it at that point in time, but you know, just wait it out. Like, see how it goes, you know. Might turn out to be a really good thing, and then even if it doesn't, even if it is just kind of like a bad situation, you can always like take something from it depending on what it is, and I'll get more into that like later because this is about acceptance. Yes, I just kind of briefly skirted over. I feel like each topic could possibly be like its own video. So I just wanted to briefly touch on acceptance, having to accept shit, because you gotta do that. Like, you have to accept that shit happens. So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys in my next video.